already held ourselves to a high standard, so it's like nothing really changed after the Rutgers game. I mean, we already knew what this defense was capable of, and we set out goals at the very beginning to be the best defense in the country. So our standards were already high that we had to do certain things to achieve that goal.
So when you get let up a touchdown as opposed to you did in 100-something yards, is that a different feeling than obviously last week? With
the biggest thing is that we won the ball game. I mean, of course we didn't want anybody to score. We want people to gain yards. So of course we were mad about it, but at the end of the day, we won the ball game. It's one play. One play isn't going to change the fact that we had a great defensive day today. We're going to correct that mistake this week in practice.
You grew up in Ohio. Always knew what that was about. Did you have to learn what Michigan State was about, and how did you learn that?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Columbus, you know what the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry is, just because how big it is, especially there, and where it's supposed to be Buckeye City. So, growing up in that city, in that environment, I grew up knowing what the rivalry meant, but I didn't really know what the Michigan State rivalry was until my first time in it. And like I said, after being in it one time, after playing it one time, you can see how much the rivalry is. And like I said, we're going to be motivated for this.
How did you know? What happened? Was there a play? Did someone cheap shot you or something?
No, it's not even that. It's just you can tell by the atmosphere, the environment, just how they feel, how we feel. I mean, it's a rivalry game. They don't like us, we don't like them. So it is what it is, and we're gonna have to earn this game, and we're ready for it.
How much of that do you pass down to the younger players on the team who haven't played in that game?
Like I said, we got a lot of veterans on this team, so we're going to definitely talk to them about it. But after the first time, they definitely going to learn, what this game means. And like I said, after my first time, I learned what it means. So learn what it meant. But like I said, we're going to be ready.
What do you remember from that last time you traveled to Michigan State?
It wasn't good at all. We didn't play good. They ran us out of their stadium, and they dominated that game. So. It's our chance to go back there, and they ran up the score on one. They scored out late in the fourth quarter. I do remember that. So I know they're not going to give up on anything, and they're going to keep putting the pressure on us. So like I said, we're motivated. We know what can happen. We know it's a rivalry game, so we're going to be ready.
As a defensive guy, does that? You mentioned that late touchdown. I remember that the touchdown right then. Is that a play that's sort of stuck with you?
Just little stuff like that. It does. Like I said, the fact that it's a rivalry game already, you know what it means. But little plays like that, you see, what the rivalry meant. Run up the score, stuff like that. It's a little disrespectful stuff. So like I said, this defense is extra motivated, especially with all the veterans who was able to go to East Lansing last time. So now we get our shot to go this time and prove ourselves.
I'm sure. Is it just important flat out? You guys have never beat Michigan State. Is this important to have that on your resume, to have a W there?
Oh, definitely. I definitely didn't want to, pass all 4 years and never beat my rival. So this is my year that, we can do that. We have a great team, great coach. So it's definitely a game that we've been looking for, especially as a defensive line. We get to show what we can do against our rival team. So like I said, our defensive line been talking about it, and like I said, it's a game we want bad.
Quick thought, everyone, they asked us in the presser, why not? What do you think of Coach's new glasses? Is he making a fashion statement there?
Coach Harbaugh, you can never know what to expect. He's always going to bring something new to the table. So you just know when he shows up, you never know if it's shoes, glasses, clothes, you can never expect what they expect.